Yeah, because it's easier. I mean, people are happy with looking at a particular piece of software, finding a bug in it, publishing it, and getting famous and whatever it is. Because it's fun and you're kind of doing a big vendor who's making tons of money, and you're like a little researcher that could. On the defensive side, it's much harder because you have to come in from a perspective of things are broken, things are owned. If you don't realize that something is compromising inside your organization, you're doing something wrong. So starting from that point is very, very hard. But it's very challenging. Because now you have to account for it, and Sean said it before, you can't just rely on all the antiviruses and firewalls and stuff like that, because you're just not good for anything in that situation. You have to start thinking about your organization as an organization, as something that functions, that has processes, that makes money, and things are moving inside in ways that completely baffle any of those blinking light boxes that keep buying. So again, it's much harder, and for me it's very challenging, and probably even more challenging to just poking at a particular piece of software, because it really does go beyond control. You start hacking people, you start hacking processes, you start hacking relationships with partners and law. One of my biggest challenges in the past 3 or 4 years was to start learning how to hack law, international law, and diplomacy. I was working with NATO, I was working with companies that had presence worldwide, and they had to run operations in ways that enabled them to keep things secure. And this is something, again, that I think a lot of my peers are really interested in that, and I love when the room filled up, I was like, wow, this is cool.
So where's the fun in that?
See against the world.
Yeah. First of all, you get to see the world, and again, for me, it's the intellectual challenge. It's you keep getting challenged, both in technology as well as in having to master finances and figure out how financial systems work and hedge risks using all the tools that you have, not just technology. It could be HR, it could be financial tools internally, it could be processes. And so for me, it's really the essence of hacking. It's not just looking at software.